Before I proceed with this video, I understand it might be a little bit too long for some of you, so if you were to just scroll down and take a look in the description right now, you will see I have provided chapters. So if you only care about the likes of all the collection continuations, or maybe you only care about the likes of all the clothing and armor skins, just scroll down in the description, take a look. If you wish to skip ahead, the options available to you. And with that, good day, Rust enjoys. I hope you're right, because it's time for the Rust Workshop skin checks. We're going to jump straight in today, just talking about all these brand new skins, 100 in total. Before I proceed, I must point out, if you want to get a link to this collection, just look in the description, it's always on the top. Basically, you can go look at all of these brand new skins in your own time if you so wish, or if you just want to listen to me yap away, talking about all these brand new skins, sit back and relax. Let's get started. Right, so beginning with the likes of Deployables, here we have the likes of the Cobalt Space Vending Machine. Not too crazy in terms of its design, but it's got a lovely straightforward aesthetic, and it looks quite pretty. It looks quite nice. So, with this being the very first skin that we have for the whole collection, I will sit here and say, throughout the entire video that we're about to go through, I'll be showing off over, well, actually, just about 100 skins, and basically, it's up to you if you wish to consider voting yes or no. I won't sit here and mention, do you want to consider voting yes or no, or do you want to consider showing your support for every single thing? I understand it annoys people. So I'm trying my best to avoid doing that. But at the very least, with every single skin that you see, consider showing your support, alright? Now, also, if you happen to really like a skin, why not consider offering some nice kind words? It goes a long way in keeping those skin creators nice and happy, alright? Keep them positive. However, if you don't happen to like a skin that much for a particular reason, why not consider offering some constructive feedback? Be nice, concise, and straight to the point. You can help them out. Not every single skin is going to be accepted in a Rust store. However, skin creators can always return to skins and redo them. Maybe even improve them. But how are they going to figure out how they could potentially improve it? Offer some feedback. It's as simple as that. And you never know, maybe with a version 2 or version 3, maybe those versions get accepted and you help them out with your feedback. It's as simple as that. So you get the idea. Right then, so at the very least we'll sit here and say best of luck to you, Mr. Trakmer. And we'll see if we could potentially get a brand new marketable vending machine skin in the future. Cool. And remember what I said? With all the skins that we're about to see, consider voting yes or no. It's in your hands. Right then, let's scroll down. We have some rug skins. Right, first up we have the likes of this window barricade rug. And I've got to hand it to VHS tonight. That does look pretty cool. That does look pretty sweet. That's a cool looking aesthetic right there. Got to keep those devilish beasties out of my house, my humble abode, just for the night. So yeah, alright, that's a cool looking design. Best of luck to you then, Mr. VHS tonight. But you do have competition. Immediately, we have a collection continuation to yap about. This is Rayleigh and Cobra's continuation to the wooden door that was accepted with the most recent Rust store. We have the Beyond Reason rug, and yes, it glows in the dark, and yes, it looks really cool. Right then, so let's go take a look at this Rust door. Here we have the Beyond Reason wooden door. Now, got a bit of a problem. What's that, Hedge? It's in the Rust door still. Oh, okay. Well, could we still potentially buy it? You know, make a move, try and make a interesting investment. Well, I mean, it's abnormal. So if I were you, I'd wait until tomorrow. Please consider looking in the description right now. You'll see the links to all my socials. I will be streaming around 9 PM UK time tomorrow, so consider looking for my Twitch link. And basically, I'll be looking at all of these skins, and I'll be considering prices that I'm going to offer for them, alright? And we have the likes of Ultramarine Garage Door, Black Diamond Tier 3, Beyond Reason Wooden Door, and the NEONWIRE Bow. Those are abnormal skins. Oh, and the Neon Lighthouse Door. They're all abnormal. They will become marketable before the Rust rotates. We can use that to our advantage. So don't rush into buying something if you're trying to make an investment. Also consider this. Wooden doors aren't exactly a spectacular investment. What makes you say that? Just take a quick look at this and oh my. Oh dear. Now this one's an anomaly. It gets manipulated, so we'll just leave that. But this is probably a good example of this is what you're likely going to see happen. It's very unfortunate, but it is what it is. So, alright, cool looking design. At the very least, you know, you could consider offering some support if you so wish, but I can't help but assume that's got a pretty decent chance of being accepted. So we'll see how things turn out. Best of luck to the likes of you, but in terms of the investment, I'd rather wait until tomorrow, and I very likely will be doing a buy order, so it is what it is. Right then, so cool looking rug skins to get started with today's video. Let's now hop over to here and take a look at this bug bag. So that's not creepy. Well, Shedmon's been a little bit creative. He basically made the whole, pillow transparent, and it looks as if it's a giant bug. I mean, in terms of creative design, as I said, it's pretty cool. In terms of, do I like bugs? No. But hey, look, at the end of the day, pretty cool design. Let's see if we can see some other creative designs, the likes of all the other skins we're about to show today. So at the very least, best of luck to you, Mr. Shedbun. Right then, what do we have? A banana furnace, a swampy furnace, and a collection continuation. Ooh. Right, so we have a banana furnace produced by Chris. We've had quite a lot of goofy furnace skins in the past that were food related, and well, here's a new one. So yeah, it's peeling away, and it does lighten up a fair bit when you turn it on at night time. So that's a pretty cool idea. Best of luck to you, Chris. What do we have next? We happen to have the likes of the Deep Swamps Furnace produced by Jimmy Tedeschi and Nullfoot. Get a good look at that. When it lights up, it goes all green. Ooh. Right, so when I first looked at that, I thought it was like Geiger art style. Do you know what I mean with Geiger? Oh, what was his initials? I forgot. Sorry about that. Scorn. You've seen that game. That's heavily influenced by his art style. I thought it looked like that. It looks cool. It looks interesting. Interesting, colourful interior. Let's see how that potentially turns out. Kind of get more of a Halloween vibe when I look at it, but we'll see how things turn out. Best of luck to the likes of you two. But you do have competition. It happens to be the JUNKERNAUGHT Furnace. Gentlemen, okay, sure. I like the GIF. Thank you very much for that. Right then, so it looks like we have a collection continuation for the JUNKERNAUGHT collection. More specifically, we're going to be looking at the likes of the Deployables. Right then, so we've had the likes of the sheet with a door, the garage door. Both of them had transparency and glow in the dark, but unfortunately, when you look at them now, down 53 and down 38. Oh dear. Now, to be honest with you, I'm not surprised by that. I fully expected it based on what I've seen in the past with likes the bombshell sheet with a door and the Bruceless doors. Well, okay, I meant for both. But anyway, point is, it was expected this was going to suffer. It's also expected that they're going to have a nice rebound eventually when times are good again, as in the future, and they'll very likely end up in a positive and potentially being a nice investment. So we're going to sit here and question, well, if a furnace skin were to be accepted, which would be another deployable, would the deployables at the very least spike in spike in price? See, this is interesting. This has 94 listings, this has 55. I did question this when we saw the garage door. Okay, maybe in the future, if we get some more deployables, things might turn out interesting. We might see those spikes in spikes in price. I'll be honest with you, I don't really think it's going to happen. I think these are still kind of stuck in the position of this is their apparent low point now. Could they still go lower? Maybe, but I don't imagine they'll be going that much lower, to be honest with you. I think they're kind of already reached that position, but hey, we'll see how things turn out. I don't think this is going to go any lower. As you can see, we've got all these borders here keeping it up. Could it go up? Could it probably rebound? Now, I did upload a video, which I recorded yesterday, talking about certain skins, how they've rebounded, so consider giving that a good watch. But with the likes of this, I think I'm going to leave it, alright? I think I'm going to leave it. I'm not super confident, and when I'm not super confident in things, I kind of take a bit of a step back. I'll leave it be. But yeah, at the very least, it's nice to see more skins are being produced, and it's not like he wasn't doing that already, Mr. Fuff. But yeah, I think it's got a fairly decent chance of being accepted. I wouldn't be surprised if Fuff produces even more, so we'll see how things turn out. At the very least, best of luck to you, Mr. Fuff. We'll see how that turns out. Cool. So, in terms of investment, taking a bit of a step back. If you feel confident that we'll see some spikes with the likes of this potentially being accepted, consider jumping in. It's up to you. I already own a bunch of the skins. Right, moving on. Here we have another collection continuation already. We have the small box. Yep. Chalk Menace storage box, also known as small box. Here we are. Right, so let's go talk about that. Because unfortunately, Chalk Menace isn't exactly doing super insanely greatly. What do you mean? Well, whilst we are getting more continuations being produced, they're not being accepted. So if I were to just quickly take a look at the likes of this, get a good look at this, it glows in the dark, looks very nice, looks very cool, cool art style. But now I'm going to go over to here and just point out to you that we've had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 submissions of more deployables, and we haven't seen another one accepted yet. Actually, no, I think some of these appeared whilst this was being made. Alright, let's just go with 4 or 3. Okay. But the point is, I don't know if we're definitely going to see any of these being accepted. And questioning, well, if I were to invest into these two, would they actually spike in price? Well, I don't think much about the wooden door. Wooden door's already going to suffer and very likely won't be able to get out that suffering. I'm sorry to say, it's a wooden door, so we'll just push that aside. The large box, however, it didn't sell a ridiculous amount. There's hardly any listings. Yes, if a few sales did happen, well, I mean, we've got 12 there now. And that don't glow in the dark either, does it? I'll be honest with you, I'm going to take a step back. Alright, I'm pretty sure that's exactly what I said with the previous deployables that we saw being submitted, but yeah, it would be nice to see the collection progressing. It'd be very nice. Yeah, it doesn't get that many skins accepted, but in terms of, does it look to be an appealing potential investment? Not to me, I'm very sorry to say. So, cool idea, let's see if it progresses. Best of luck to you, yeah. Right then, scroll down, what do we have? More large boxes, interesting, let's go take a look at them. Right, so what do we have here? It is the Mechavolt large box produced by Creatorius, I don't know how to pronounce it, sorry. And Puplolop, I don't know how to pronounce that either. I'm trying to read it, but it's in a funny text. Anyway, we'll just roll on. So, yep, pretty interesting looking design, pretty cool. Does it glow? Looks like it does. Creatorius, Puplolop. If it glows, please have a mention of it in either the title or in the text here. Yeah, you haven't mentioned it glows. You should do that. Alright? Just point that out. But at the very least, best of luck to you. You do have competition though. As we can see, we have the Dark Times large wood box produced by Yapka and Lancy. Now, does this glow in the dark? Yes, and it even says it right there. So, there you go, point made. And it'll probably say it down here as well. No, it doesn't. Well, it doesn't matter. They haven't. Yeah, whatever. Shut. Continue, go. Right, anyway, yeah, cool looking design, very sweet. I'm sure a lot of people would appreciate. Oh, we got a video showcasing it as well. Ah, yes, the pan shot's so beautiful. It's going round and round and round. Do you know what? I will sit here and say this. If you're going to do a pan shot video like this, why not just turn it into a GIF? I'm not saying it in like a bad way. It's probably just a lot more convenient for people to spot it. But if you're going to do like some super crazy cool looking video showcasing the skin, by all means, that's fine. But I think you're better off, you know, with the likes of that, potentially just making a GIF here and showing it there. It's up to you. It's up to you. Anyway, cool looking design, but you do have competition. We have the likes of the Travelling Vendor large wood box produced by Voodoo. Yes, it glows in the dark. It looks pretty cool. And, well, you never know. Maybe it's got a pretty decent chance of being accepted, considering that this was only recently submitted. Or rather, no, I meant to say the actual Travelling Vendor only recently came out. So, yeah, I kind of fumbled that, sorry. Alright, best of luck to you then, Mr. Voodoo. Let's see how that potentially turns out. And clearly you can see it glows in the dark. You also mentioned it. Now, apparently there's some transparency. Not 100% sure what that is, but I don't think it's like super noticeable, so I'll leave it. And what do we have right here? We have the Supermarket large wood box. It has a little bit of glow. Only the front and the right side. And yes, on the top there is a little lootie right there. Get some little looties. But anyway, over to here, you can see the two sides that glowed. And on the back and on the other side, it doesn't glow. Just point it out. So it's an interesting design. I know a lot of people on Twitter have been enjoying it. So if you like what you see, please show some appreciation. We'll go with that. Best of luck to you, Mr. Holodno. It's a cool looking design. Let's see if that gets accepted. But you do have competition. Yes, we actually have a collection continuation right there in front of us. It is the Ultramarine Large Wood Box. So, that's a nice looking sequel, following the nice cool vibes of what we saw at the garage door. But I have to bring this up. That garage door is saying a little bit too much. We've got maybe another 2 days of this in the Rust store, and it's already surpassed 25,000 subscribers. Remember, that's the bare minimum sales. At least 25,328 individuals have bought that skin. How many did they buy each? Well, that's up for debate, but at the very least we know that base bare minimum amount has been bought. Cool. Awesome. Or is it? Basically, I'm a bit conflicted. This is a $3 skin. There's more garage doors coming out fairly soon. I don't think that's holding up. And of course, yes, it's an abnormal skin. It will become marketable at an earlier time. When we look at this and stream, you know, tomorrow, well, I'm not feeling very optimistic for it, I'm afraid. So, yeah, I wouldn't jump in like blindly and just buy those out and try and flip them. I don't think that's going to work. I worry for it, and I think it will be going below its $3 price. Maybe not immediately, but eventually. However, if we were to see a large box potentially being accepted, yeah, maybe it might hold up a fair bit better. But you know what? We've seen the likes of Shadowborn Collection. So this is just a quick example. Shadowborn Collection with an extra B because I'm an idiot. That had a lot of skins accepted, didn't it? Take a look at it right now. The first two skins, unfortunately, are now suffering. And I can't help but assume, as time goes on, as we get closer to the likes of October time, you'll probably see this go below its first store price, this go below its first store price. That very likely will do as well. I'm sure this could eventually also reach that point as well. Even when you get a lot of skins accepted, it doesn't necessarily mean every single skin's going to be perfectly fine. Yes, we can still have some hype moments. Yes, we can see those lovely spikes, but spikes don't last forever. So maybe try and grab that profit whilst you can when the prices are high. So, alright, cool. Ultramarine Garage Door, personally, I'm probably just going to stick with doing a barter with you, considering with how many other garage doors that have been in Rust doors in recent times have behaved, as in they dropped in price very quickly. Yeah, you get the point. So, yeah, cool looking design, nice to see it. I do expect a few more deployables. Keep an eye on the likes of the workshop from Jiba. Anyway, best of luck to you, sir. We'll see how things turn out. But as of now, I'm not going to jump in and buy any garage doors. Just sticking with barters. I feel like that's being a lot more smarter with my money. Alright then. So, moving on, we have a lot of sheet metal doors this week. Lots and lots and lots of sheet metal doors. So many sheet metal doors. So many sheet metal doors. Right. First up, I mean, honestly, I don't think you need any other sheet metal door. That right there is indestructible. If you shot a rocket on that, it'll just bounce off. If you threw C4 on that, it'll be too scared to explode. This Nokia phone sheet metal door is indestructible. It's a joke. Basically, if you're not old enough to remember, everybody used to have a Nokia phone, and they were like solid as bricks. You could throw it on the pavement and it'll crack the pavement, not the phone. I'm not joking. These things were solid. Anyway, cool idea. Calling it unbreakable as well. Risato, Domch, very goofy, silly idea. That's the reason why I showed it in my little teaser video showcasing a batch of brand new Rust Workshop skin submissions, my short video basically. The fact that they got the rocket right there, I'm pretty sure they wanted to follow up the idea. So, cool. Best of luck to you two. Let's see how that turns out. But there's plenty of sheet metal doors that might be competing with you. So, hopping over to here, we have the Def Card door produced by Mr. Verona. This is the standard one without the glow-in-the-dark, and this is the one with some glow-in-the-dark. We've got a little light on top. I like how it's a hooded figure. I think it's supposed to resemble like the Grim Reaper or something, so interesting take. Cool design there, Mr. Verona, but you do have other competition. So as I move on to here, what's that phobia where you don't like holes? Because I'm very sorry. Yeah. Now, if you watch the glow-in-the-dark one, okay, that's not so bad now. Yeah. So, I personally will sit here and say I prefer this one. Because even this kind of freaks me out. Anyway, back over to here. So, alright, cool idea. Interesting, glowy, kind of like a lava lamp. Cool looking approach. Milho Frito, Sagatis Milias. This is a cool looking skin. Not this one though. Best of luck to the likes of you two. But, yeah. Sorry, I should have given people a warning. Anyway, moving on. What do we have here? It is the portable toilet sheet metal door. Oh yes, it's a perfect sheet metal door. Oh yes, got a lot of sheet metal going on in there. Alex Valera work. This is a perfectly fine looking door. Now I will sit here and say it's already been done. We already have a Portaloo toilet door that's been produced in the past and accepted, so I don't know if this has got a decent chance of being accepted. We shall see. But regardless, perfectly fine looking design, doesn't appear to glow in the dark. So if you like what you see, please consider, showing some support for a door we all desperately need in our lives at some point. And yeah, best of luck to you, sir. Right, next up, what do we have? It is the metal door for the Far Eastern Raid. The Far Eastern Raid metal door, I guess we could say. I guess. Sure. Cool. Right, so yeah, can you go with that? This one's the glow-in-the-dark version. It's not all glowy, but it's kind of fine for what it is. Like, that's all wired up, with some of the lights are lighting up, just to say it's powered on and whatnot. I will give it to you 9K, That is a cool looking, down to earth approach, and I actually like it. I think that looks cool. So the glow in the dark there, I respect it. I appreciate it. That looks cool. But will people like it? It's up to them. They have the power to bestow. It's up to them. Mr. 9K, best of luck to you, sir. But we do have some more sheet metal doors. We have the likes of the Vortex sheet metal door. This is produced by Mr. Fresh. Quite colourful, shiny, doesn't appear to glow. Yeah, I have no evidence of that. So yeah, pretty cool looking design. Best of luck to you, Mr. Fresh. Next up, we have the likes of the Styrofoam door. So I've just had a giant Nokia phone, and now you're trying to sell me to the idea of using Styrofoam as my door. I can see it's taped up. I don't trust you. This isn't looking very sturdy. I'm just saying. But anyway, regardless. Cool, creative idea produced by MM and Mr. CD. Doesn't appear to glow in the dark. So, yeah, it's fine. It's pretty cool. What do you reckon? Would that keep you nice and secure? Well, maybe we'll compare it to some other sheet metal doors. Next up, we have the likes of the Celestial door. We've got the sun, we've got the moon, and it's looking ever so quaint, calm, relaxing. Yes, yes, yes. Right. So, if you like what you see, well, maybe go for a little bit of shut-eye because it's all nice and calming. That's a very cool idea right there, Mr. Ideal. Let's see how that potentially turns out. Very nice and shiny. And yes, of course, it does glow. So, yeah, best of luck. But you do have more competition. Yes, we also have the Trash door, produced by Mr. McQuarrie. Yes, it's all oozy. It's all gunky. It's all smelly. I don't know if it's actually going to be smelly. I can't smell it, but you get the idea. It's got bananas all over it. Why does it have bananas all over it? He likes bananas. Anyway, we've got some transparency here apparently, but where is the transparency? Oh, it's got bullet holes in it. You can vaguely see right through it. Okay, that's cool. I guess you can see it perfectly there on the left there. Alright, okay, I see what you're up to. I see what I see. But now this one doesn't glow in the dark. So, hey, it's up to you. If you like it, well, you know, eat more bananas, I guess. Well, best of luck to you, McQuarrie. Right then, so we talked about a lot in regards to sheet metal doors. Let's now talk about all of these garage doors. Right then, we got a lot of these garage doors. Lots and lots and lots of them. But we also have collection continuations. But let's just focus this. That's not a garage door. It's a sheet metal door. Hedge made a mistake. Oh dear. Well, don't worry. It's not like this is a collection continuation or the previous one was. So yeah, it's out of this world. It's the Galaxy door and it's looking pretty sweet. Does it glow in the dark? I do believe it does. There we go. Yeah. That's a cool design right there, Mr. WAGN and Mr. Gunya. So best of luck to the likes of you two. Let's see if people are going to appreciate something like that. Now we got garage doors. There we go. Right, I made a little mistake. Sorry about that. Oasis and Schumer with their rad memory garage door. Get a good look at that. The thunderbolts are striking. The drops are coming. People are on fire and on the floor, and that's apparently a very red-looking bear, and he's asleep, and these guys are pretty chill. But it's madness, I tell you. Madness, anyway. Cool-looking design. Pretty goofy. Well, we'll see if that potentially gets accepted in the future. Best of luck to the likes of you two. But we have plenty of skins to take a look at. Drag, Norma Van, I'm just going to point this out. Plenty of people have done skins like this in the past. They don't get accepted. And I'm pretty sure you know why. Alright, just point that out. Plenty of skins like this have been produced. None of them ever get accepted. So I will sit here and say, it's a cool looking design. It's goofy, it's silly, but they don't get accepted. Alright, so take it into consideration. Alright, so cool. Cool looking garage door. Let's now move on. Next up, we have the likes of Zen Labs PC garage door. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. Yes, yes, yes. Looking very nice. Are you going to hack in and try and enter this base? What was the word to say? With unauthorized access? Whatever. You get the idea. Shafter Patcher. It's a cool, goofy idea. Looking pretty sweet. So yeah, let's see if that potentially is accepted in the future. It's a giant computer screen. So best of luck, best of luck. Next up, we also have the likes of the Neon Sunset Garage Door. Got a cool looking neon glow design. Looking very nice, looking very cool. Yes, yes, yes. Best of luck to you, Mr. Legacy. Then we also have the likes of the Jungle King Garage Door. It's got a cool looking glow with a sinister looking tiger face right there. Now, maybe they produced this in reference to what's expected to be the next biome. I wouldn't have released it this quickly, I'm just saying. we're months away until we get the proper reveal of that, I'm guessing. I'm still thinking it's like going to either be the last 2 months. But regardless, cool looking design. So we'll see if that works out right for it potentially in the future, or in the further future. We shall see. So best of luck to the likes of you two. Then we have the likes of this cool looking design here. It's the summer radiation garage door. I saw this in game. It does look very cool. It's got this very bright glossy effect. It's not as if it's glowing constantly, but the texture gives off the impression it's cool. So if I go over to here, you notice it a lot more with the likes of this. The coloration is giving that effect. When you look at it in some shade, you can't see it so well. So, hey, that's cool. It's interesting. SEM, I think you got a winner here. We'll see if that works out. Best of luck to you. So, let's now hop on to the likes of these collection continuations. Duck has produced 2 garage doors. Now, considering what happened last week, where he got 2 garage doors accepted, up and down, he probably thought, well, you know what? Why not? He has a core garage door, and he has an exit garage door. Okay, that's cool. Alright, technically speaking, you could consider these as an alternate. Which one's the real one, I don't know, but hey, I think it's allowed. We shall see. Anyway, let's go back over to here. Let's look at the previous week, and let's go look at those garage doors that came out. Oh, God. Down 6, down 4. They already went down in price. So this was the point I was trying to bring up earlier. Garage doors haven't been very reliable this year. Take a quick look at the likes of this, and what do you see? Yep. That's down, that's down, that's down, that's down, that's down, that's down, that's down. That's got the Wildrum effect. He said he liked it, so therefore everybody has to buy it. That's down, that's down, that's down, that's down, copyright. And that's down, and you're actually doing good, and I'm kind of surprised by that. Anyway, yeah. All the marketable garage doors this year are basically in the negative. It's very unfortunate, but when you look at all the garage doors that we've received so far this year, you shouldn't be surprised. There's far too many skins that have been accepted and introduced to the game. We have far too many things to compare to, and as we keep seeing more and more and more and more and more of these being accepted, yes, it's not surprising at all to see all the new ones suffering very quickly. It's unfortunate, but it is what it is. So, if we're going to sit here and discuss, well, if we were to see these being accepted, will we see the likes of these potentially spike in price? I don't think so. They didn't sell that much, but they also kind of sold a fair bit, 24,688, 24,000 subscribers almost right there. Take a look at the listings. Not everybody who bought this the previous week currently has the ability to sell theirs, but there's already 115 there, and there's already, come on Steam, don't be funny. 91 there. On average, every single Rust skin on the Rust Steam market usually has around 100 quantity. So both of these are already at the average amount. Give it another few more days, you very likely might see a lot more. By October, you'll probably see a couple or, several hundred of these listings. Anyway, I get the feeling we might still see a spike in price. We saw it with the likes of the small boxes, we saw it with the likes of the lockers, but only the first 2 garage doors are expected to spike. 1 second. Sorry, I have been talking non-stop and not breathing enough. And look what happened to the lockers that came out afterwards. They are suffering. So, with what we see going on there, I kind of worry that they're already suffering, and I kind of worry that they're not going to recover. I don't think they're going to just magically go end up perfectly seated in a good position. I think it's just going to kind of stay sorted down for the foreseeable future, and in the further future, maybe, just maybe, we'll probably get some appreciation. I'm talking maybe until like summer 2025, but up and down garage door, yeah, you still might get people jumping in and buying out a chunk, but I think there's going to be a little bit too much. Hey, I didn't jump in and jump onto this knowing that there's a fairly decent chance the behaviour that we're going to potentially see here already happened with the likes of the fuel storage when food storage was accepted. Well, no, I don't think that's enough. I'm not going to bother. So, yeah, hey, at the end of the day, it's a cool... Oh, no, go away, you. Cool looking designs, I guess. Not only can you point out where your core is, but you can also sit there and say where the exits are. So I get the feeling people weren't probably super happy with a core design, because as I said, I want to reveal where my TC is. That's not a good idea. So he probably thought, I'll put an exit out as well, because that at least might be interesting for a lot of people. Alright, fair enough, Duck. We'll see how it turns out. We'll see how it turns out, because a lot of your neon skins have been accepted, even though they're submitted quite some time back. This in particular was on the workshop for about 3 months. But I don't know if he's he's definitely going to get all of his remaining neon skins accepted. For example, there's still 2 more small boxes. We'll see how it turns out. But yeah, that's for a different type of video. Anyway, best of luck, Mr. Duck, for both of these designs. We'll see how it turns out. Right then, we have some armor doors. Let's go take a look at them, and then we have some double doors, and that'll be it. First up, here we have another collection continuation. It is the NEONWIRE armor door. It glows and it looks quite cool with its edge design. Get a good look at this. Now we have a glow-in-the-dark version, and I believe we have a different coloured glow-in-the-dark version. So Mr. Mad Polly probably thought, well, you know what? I could have them all the same colour scheme, or for the deployables, I could probably mix it up a bit. And you know what? Do you know what? Not hating on the idea of this, it does look pretty cool, so maybe we could have a whole batch of these deployables getting skins like this, but with various different colour gradients. Ooh. Right, now let's go ahead and take a look at NEONWIRE. Oh, wait, got NEONWIRE right there. Why did I go back there? Neon Collection. Well, oh, it's its own one. Okay, so the only other deployable we had was the sheet metal door, and it's a sheet metal door, so that instantly went down in price. It's unfortunate, but it was expected. We did say this was very likely going to happen, so I hope you listened. So with what you see there, NEONWIRE door not exactly holding up very well. Awkward, but it is what it is. So will this potentially spike demand, spike in price if we were to see the armor door being accepted? I don't think that's going to recover. I think it's too stuck. It's too stuck in the mud, I'm afraid. Yeah, no, I don't think that's going to magically go all the way back up into the positive. I know by default I keep saying when a new deployable skin's accepted, the pre-existing deployables are likely going to spike demand, spike in price. But sheet metal doors are they're awkward. There's far too many of them that exist. Every single one of these that came out this year, as in the sheet metal door skins that came out in 2024, they're all in the negative. They've all gone down in price. It's awkward, it's unfortunate, but it keeps happening, so that's probably a good enough indicator to just kind of take a bit of a step away from this. You might sit there and say, well, what about the bow? I don't think the bow's going to change that much. Also, it's a glow-in-the-dark bow. It's a glow-in-the-dark weapon. People aren't going to be super enthusiastic about that. I do not believe that'll be holding up very well either. Very unfortunate, but yeah, things like this just keep happening. So in terms of, am I going to jump in and make an investment? No, I'm going to take a step back. So very sorry to say. But regardless, best of luck to you, Mr. Mad Polly. Let's see how that turns out. Right then, what do we have next? We have the likes of the main gate double door. It's a sheet metal double door produced by Cubist and Armour to Dema. Fairly straightforward looking design. Nothing too crazy. Can't go wrong with that. It's fine, it's fine, it's fine. Cool, 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 cool. Well then, best of luck to the likes of you two. What do we have here? We only have one image to take a look at. That is a cool looking sheet metal double door. It is the Twilight Moon sheet metal double door produced by Mr. Prima. He says there's going to be more screenshots later. Well, you're too late. Actually, by the time people look at all of these skins from the collection link themselves, they'll probably see more screenshots by then. So we'll see, we'll see. Right, well, best of luck to you, Prima. Then we have the likes of the Chameleon Pigment double armored door. Well, I looked at this in game and I can confirm to you it doesn't glow. It's got a cool looking sheen effect when you obviously have light on it, but it doesn't glow. So just giving you that heads up. Well, regardless, cool idea. Best of luck to the likes of UK, Vladimir and Hello. Let's see how that potentially turns out. And then what do we have over here? It's the Hazardous armor double door produced by Novarum and Lifter. Get a good look at this. Very nice. Very cool. Glows in the dark. Yes, it does. Can I get a better glow in the dark image? No, not really. But yeah, you can see there's 2 lights just above right here. And that's looking pretty sweet. That's looking pretty cool. So, yeah, best of luck to the likes of you two. And that just so happens to be the final deployable skin of this week. So, could you quickly comment below which of these skins was your favourite? Which of these skins do you reckon has a very good chance of potentially being accepted in an upcoming rush store? Feel free to comment. And with that, I'm going to take a quick break and then I'll start yapping about the likes of all the weapons and tool skins. Shall we proceed to take a look at all of these weapons and tool skins? Let's jump in. First up, we have Debski's Reinforced Hammer version 2. It is a hammer and it is reinforced. My goodness. So yeah, that's looking pretty cool. That's looking pretty sweet. That's a perfectly fine looking hammer. Don't get too many hammer skins accepted, do we? So hey, can't say no. Best of luck to you, Debski. Next up, what do we see? It's the Silent Shot Bow. Get a good look at that. Well, that happens to look pretty sweet. Oh, we've got some feathers on the side. That's pretty cool. Right then, well, best of luck to the likes of you, Mr. Sadist. Let's see how that potentially turns out. Let's see if we could get like a silent shot collection. That'd be pretty cool. Right, what do we have here? Hellborn crossbow. Right, we've got a glow-in-the-dark version of this apparently. Let me sit here and tell you, glow-in-the-dark crossbows don't hold up very well. No. But yeah, they have the option, but they also provided a non-glow version. So, alright, we'll see what happens. I like the eyes. They do look very cool. But if you're going to do something like this, I think you're better off with Halloween. It's not too far away. So if that doesn't get accepted, consider adapting it into a scarier version for Halloween. Best of luck to you, Mr. Kenway Legend. Right then, so looking pretty sweet. What do we have next? We have some handguns, and yeah, we've got a collection continuation there. So first up, we have the Chameleon Revolver. Kolotinsky, I think you might need to change the name of that, because I believe we've already had a Chameleon Revolver this year from Milho Frito. I'm just saying. Aim down the sight. Looks like we have a bright green name sight right there. Let's just confirm that. And I can confirm that, yes, it does appear to be a bright green. And, well, in the grassy areas, probably not the best. But for all the other environments, it should work out quite alright. So, best of luck to you, Kolotinsky. Next up, we have the Lizard Sap with 2 Z's, produced by Caglian and Yanlar. Pretty cool looking design. It's all nice and scaly. Wait, is reptile skin scaly? Is that correct to say? I think we can accept that. If not, you can laugh at me. And yeah, there's the aim sight. Perfectly fine. That's a cool looking skin. Best of luck to the likes of you, Mr. Caglian and Yenlar. And then over to here, well, that happens to be a collection continuation. It's another quarantine weapon skin. It's the Sap. Right. Quarantine collection. You're right here in front of me. We've got a pretty interesting theme here. So every quarantine weapon that's come out, other than the AK-47, has ended up in the positive. People clearly like this design. Okay, I don't fully get it, but hey, I acknowledge this. So, if we were to see a brand new weapon skin being produced, will the likes of any of these potentially, be accepted? Well, we'll sit here and say, Quarantine Thompson only recently came out, and I can confirm to you, things hardly changed. People didn't really care. So, I don't expect a Sap skin being accepted would make that much of a difference. It would be cool to be accepted. I'm not going to say no. It's very cool looking. Aim down the sight if I can. Where are we? Come on, Mr. Circuit and Candytron. Where's the aim down the sight image? Why couldn't you do that for me? It looks like it's just got a standard white aim sight. Alright, that's cool. That's fine. But yeah, in terms of, is there an investment to be made? No. I don't think it's going to make any of the other skins spike and price. But by itself, it might be a very interesting thing to consider picking up. We shall see. So, best of luck to the likes of you two. Next up, we have a Flare Python produced by Bear Trip and Hulk. I can confirm to you, they did not continue Black Diamond. That is something that we should be aware of. Okay, cool. But next week, wouldn't be surprised if we do see some more Black Diamond. We shall see. Anyway, it's got some transparency to make it a bit shorter on the nose, so it looks more like the actual design of a flare gun. But yeah, I mean, there's not much else I can say. They made the aim sight a little bit more transparent. Well, there you go. That is that. They want to do it, they can do it. So, best of luck to you two. And I believe that's the only Python skin for the week. It is. Right, so let's now move on to SMGs. And yes, we have 2 collection continuations. First up, we have the Apophis custom SMG produced by Menace. It's a cool looking, colourful design with the, decaying zombie face right there. Alright, cool. So what do we have recently? With the Apophis LR300. By default, I'm just going to instantly sit here and tell you that no, I do not believe this is going to spike in price with another weapon skin being accepted. It's already gone down to $1. Wow. That was quick. It was like 2 weeks ago in the Rust store. I'm not wrong. It was literally just about then. But yeah, clearly there's no demand. You got to sit there and say, oh, come on, Hedge, please. If we were to see a collection continuation, surely it might be right. No. Sorry to say. Weapon-only collections do not spike in price that much. I'm very sorry to say. So, awkward, I know, but I'm trying my best to keep you all informed and make sure you are aware of things that just kind of have like pitfalls and whatnot. Weapon-only collections, not a good thing to consider investing into. There are some anomalies that have worked out quite right in the past, but this isn't one of them. So, regardless, let's see how that works out. And yeah, maybe this gets accepted. Maybe Monomic Man adapts it a bit and makes it more scary for Halloween. We shall see. Anyway, best of luck to you, sir. But you do have competition. We have the Real Safari Custom SMG right here, produced by Alloy and Mr. Hook. Yep. Let's get a quick little aim down the sight image right there. Seems to have like a standard black aim sight. That's cool. That's fine with me. let's go ahead and take a look at last week's skins, because last week we had Royal Safari Tier 3 being accepted, and it didn't do very well. Oh dear. Yes, so we have some armor, and then we have 2 weapons. If we were to see a brand new Royal Safari Custom S&G being accepted with any of those spike and 1 spike and price, no. Not happening. Very sorry to say. You might sit there and say, but Hedge, you said weapon only collection a minute ago. Now you're sitting there looking at that and saying not even when armor's accepted. That armor doesn't have any demand. What will boost that armor is if we get tier 2 or hoodie and pants. That hasn't happened. So, yeah, no. Custom S&G is not going to be causing any big, huge changes, I'm afraid. So, I'll be taking a step away from that. Sorry to say, but there's no investment to be made, so... awkward. Sorry to say. But regardless, if you like the design, if you think it looks cool, gifts, plenty of gifts. Please consider showing your support. Best of luck to the likes of you two. Right, here we have the malware MP5 produced by Mr. PYH. It's fun to stay at the PYH. And there's another letter somewhere. Anyway. Cool looking design. Yes, it's like the Matrix. Cool, you can see all the code dripping down from it. That's nice. Useful red aim sight, as I said. Right then, so, best of luck to you, Mr. PYH. What do we have? Well, we've got Thompsons now, and then we have SARs. Then we have LR300s, which I've lost. There we go. That's a lot of LR300s. And we got AKs, and then an L96. Cool. Right, so what do we have right here? The Holography Thompson version 1. Get a good look at this. Those GIFs aren't loading very quickly. I know. Well, this is produced by WetQA, Freddy and Kruger. Get a good look at that. Cool looking designs. The shine on these, very prominent. I looked at this in game. You notice the shine quite a lot. It does look very pretty. It does look very pretty. So I'm sure many people appreciate those if they were to be accepted. And yeah, good look at that. Pretty cool looking turquoise sheen. I think a lot of people would appreciate. Over to here we have a turquoise aim sight. And then over to here, slow loading apparently. Those gifts are a little bit too big. We have a bright pinkish purple, maybe like a lilac or something. Yeah, the aim sight's noticeable. It's the point I'm trying to get across. All right then, best of luck to likes of you three, and yeah, we'll see what potentially happens in the future. Oh, now the gifts work. Now the gifts work. What about over here? Does this one work? No. All right, whatever. I don't want to stay. I don't want to stick around. I'm very sorry. Right, now we can move on to SAR skins, and what do we have right here in front of us? Well, that happens to be the Abyss SAR. Ooh, that's looking pretty interesting. That's looking pretty sinister. Is it going to bite my fingers off? Probably. Aimed at a sight, useful pink aim sight. No, that's purple. Sorry, I just... Anyway, I was remembering the previous one that we just looked at. Let's go ahead and take a look at the Abyss collection. And what do we see? How's it holding up? Well, the Abyss collection consists of 1 weapon, a lot of clothing and armour, and some interesting batches of deployables. Now, some of these deployables have actually rebounded and gone back up in price. That's very nice to see. If we were to see a SAR skin being accepted, would this potentially rise up any higher? I don't think so. When you get to a point where you have a lot of skins in a collection, you rarely see that much change with another skin being accepted, unless it's clothing and armour. SAR is not clothing and armour, I'm sorry to say. So, with the likes of what we see here, very cool looking. I think a lot of people would appreciate it. That's a stunning piece of work from the likes of Little Ranger and Grand Cohen. We'll see how this all potentially turns out in the future, but you do have competition. So, in terms of, am I going to make a move in terms of an investment? I already own a bunch of these skins. I'll see how it turns out, but I don't think I'll be buying into any more. Sorry to say. Right, what were you alluding to, Hedge? We have the Heater SAR. My word, get a good look at that. Right, no, I don't expect much of this. What? Hedge, how can you, like, hype it up and then say that? Because we have an AK here, and it's fine to look at, perfectly fine. Obviously, the SAR's matching up with the design here. However, on the horizon, we're going to be getting 2 Twitch drops for AK-47s, and they look very cool. Shiny, out of this world, and given away for free. This right here is selling at $2. I will not be surprised in the slightest if it goes below $1. It feels like it's inevitable, I'm very sorry to say. So, if you're going to sit there and say, well, what if we get the brand new weapon skin? It's a weapon-only collection. It's not going to help the AK. I'm very sorry to say. So, cool-looking design. I think a lot of people would like it. Well, you know, you could consider showing some appreciation. I will sit here and say it's a very, very cool-looking skin produced by the likes of Mr. 1 on JM34633. But in terms of investment, I'm taking a step back. Very sorry to say. I won't be getting involved. Right then, so here we have the LR300s. First up we have Bastaz's Racer LR300. It's quite plasticky, it's like a toy, but hey. At least you get to have a lot of fun with it. So that's the purple and red design. Here we have the black design, looking pretty sweet, looking pretty cool. So if that's something you'd like to see potentially being added to the game, consider showing your support. Hang down the sight, that is a perfectly normal standard red aim sight. And over to here, we don't have that picture, I'm afraid. Oh, yes, we do. Yes, you do. Just didn't look hard enough. It's also red aim sight. All right, then, Bastaz. Best of luck to the likes of you. Here we have the Murder Troll LR300 skin, produced by Mr. Cavahu. The weird greeny blue and the orange is not a good combination of colours, I'm sorry to say. But, hey, stands out quite nicely. This might be the skin for you. Well then, if you like what you see, consider showing your support. Best of luck to you, Mr. Cavahu. Where's the aim down the sight image? We do not have that. I'm sad inside. Orange aim sight. Okay, cool. Right, anyway. Vengeful Spirit LR300 produced by Mr. Wirecat. Get a good look at this. It's got the blues, it's got the reds. I highlighted everything because I'm an idiot. Whoopsie. Yeah, that looks pretty sweet. That looks pretty cool. Alright, I think a lot of people would appreciate that. But do we have a second version? Yes, we do. It's the blue and the purple. And that is a very cool looking design. So, which one's your favourite? Feel free to comment below, because both of them look very nice. But, yeah, you know, you can only pick one. Well, I mean, you can pick both still, but it's up to you. It's up to you. Right, I'll sit here and say congratulations to the likes of Mr. Wirecat. Let's see if that works out well, because it's a good looking skin. You've done a lovely piece of work here. Right, here we are now moving on to the likes of AK-47s. It's the Soldier AK-47. Soldier, I think he meant to say soldier. It's got a bit of a green camo design, which is pretty interesting. Don't have an AK like that in the game currently, I believe. A lot of people do like to use the likes of the Ruin AK-47 and whatnot. But this is actually intending to be green camouflage. Well then, we'll see what potentially becomes of that. Best of luck to you, Jessin. Next up, we do have the likes of the Dragon Dynasty AK-47. And that is a cool looking porcelain style design. Yes, indeed. Cool. Mr. Mike, don't know where you came from, but I can sit here and say that is a cool looking skin, so we'll see what becomes of that. In the future, could you do an aim down a sight image? That's what a lot of people would like to see. Right then, so, moving on, we have the Bird of Luck AK-47, and aim down the sight. You get a bit of those feathers. It's all wavy, colourful, and interesting. Black aim sight. Alright, that's fine for every single environment. So yeah, are you a fan of these types of designs? Because it's really out of this world, isn't it? Sun Art, you don't have a GIF showcasing the development of the skin. I would have liked to have seen that. Anyway, it's up to you. It's fine. Don't worry. But yeah, cool looking design. Let's see what becomes of that. And what do we have here? Well, it happens to be a collection continuation for the AK-47 that was accepted not too long ago. We have the Deep Monster L96. Right, so was it last week? Let's go ahead and take a look. I recall the weapon skins didn't do super great. Oh, well, yeah, there you go. So, you're going to sit there and say, L96, 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 what's going to become of the L96? And I'll sit here and tell you, well, I don't imagine this will hold up very well. I'm very sorry to say, but it feels like it's an inevitability. It's a weapon-only collection. The L96 would be a very welcome addition based on what I see here, but in terms of, is it going to change the AK? No. It's going to stay like that, very likely, for a long period of time. Maybe eventually it gets manipulated, pumped, or some people just show appreciation for it, like influencers, YouTubers and Twitch streamers. But as what I see here, not exactly holding up super great, I'm afraid to say. So with the likes of what I see here, I'm not going to make a move, I'm very sorry. I very likely will be picking up a bunch of these with a cheap buy order as I approached it. Because, yeah, this literally just last week, unfortunately, as I said, hasn't held up very well. It is very unfortunate. Anyway, that's it. That's a wrap, Mr. Hemmick. I will sit here and say, very cool looking skin, but I just don't think I can make any profit out of it, so I'm going to take a step back. And that just so happened to be the final weapon/tool skin of the week. So, as I scroll through all of these, which of these skins potentially was your favourite? Which of these skins do you reckon has a very good chance of potentially being accepted in the future Rust store? I'm going to take a quick break, and then I'm going to talk about the likes of all these armour and clothing skins. Shall we proceed to talk about the likes of these clothing and armour skins? First up, we have the cute stump boonie hat. That's a cute looking stump, and what's hiding in there? Is it like a turtle? Is it turtle hiding in there? I don't know, but we shall see. So this is produced by Icona. Pretty cool looking idea, pretty interesting looking design. We shall see what becomes of that. Best of luck to the likes of you, sir. What do we have over here? Got some burlap clothing skins. Yes, yes, yes. Right then. So let's go take a look at all of them. First up here we have the Prisoner burlap shirt and pants produced by the likes of Mr. Red Rex. Very straightforward looking design. We have a prisoner outfit. If only we had like a policeman's design. Some coppers. We'll have to keep an eye out for that, won't we? So, best of luck to likes of you, Mr. Red Rex. What do we have over here? Well, it happens to be the Nightops burlap shirt and pants. When I first saw this, I thought it was hoodie and pants. I was like, no, not now. We just had Commando and Black Diamond. No, make another black collection. No, I was wrong. It's burlap clothing. Okay. You know what? Fine. That's fine. We did just get Mob Boss burlap clothing, though. That's a little bit awkward. Just want to point that out. But your pictures here showcasing the skins, it does look very cool. I will give it that. It does look very cool. But we just had hoodie and pants. No, we just had Tier 3 armor, and then we just had recently Mob Boss, which is burlap. We'll see. We'll see. Face Punch accepted a core, black collection for clothing armor 3 weeks after another one. What's stopping them from doing it again with some primitive skins? Hormiel Barurik, you got a perfectly fine looking design here, and I think a lot of people would appreciate it. We shall see what becomes of it in the future, so regardless, best of luck to you two. Right, over to here, I want to return to Monkey. Yes, I have a chimpanzee collection right here. Last week we had the likes of the burlap head wrap. Now we have burlap shirt and pants. Become monkey. I will become monkey. Shame it ain't got like a tail. Wait, do chimpanzees have tails? Not big ones, I'm sure. Anyway, cool looking design, very goofy. Mr. Gentle Beast always putting out very weird, strange looking designs, but hey, people like these things. They just don't get accepted. It's awkward. It's very unfortunate. So we'll see what happens in the future. Cool looking design. Best of luck to you, Mr. Gentle Beast. Right then. So next up, what do we have? We have some bandanas and ponchos. And, well, that poncho is a bit questionable. What do you mean? Well, you'll see it in a second. Green camouflage for a bandana and poncho combination. Yes, it's intended to be camouflage. It's not too hard to notice. Then, of course, we also have this black alternate version. More black primitive skins. Hey, sure, whatever. Can't complain. All right, then. Well, Mr. Gazaru, you got an interesting batch of skins here. You got an alternate, which is totally fine. So, best of luck to you. Let's see how that works out for you in the future. But you do have competition for a poncho, but I'm questioning this. I'm not sure if this is going to be okay. Not sure if Face Punch would want something like this. Number one, doesn't even look like a poncho, but then again, we've had some questionable acceptances with ponchos over the course of this past year, but I think that's just a little bit too much. I don't think the noose is a pretty okay idea. That's up for Face Punch to decide upon. But yeah, I don't think it's gonna hold up very well. I'm just kind of saying this guy noise and UGMNK. It might be considered a pretty bad thing, so yeah, we'll just have to leave it at that. Yeah. We'll see. Anyway, we'll leave it at that. So best of luck to you two, I guess. We'll see what happens. I'm just sitting here and saying I'm having some strong doubts. So, with the likes of that, we'll move on. Here we have the likes of actual hoodie and pants skins. So, got quite a lot of these. Let's go ahead and take a look at all of them. Here we have another metallic set, produced by the likes of Multi-Eye Hat Burris and Mr. Damned In. It is the Heavy Night hoodie and pants. Now, these guys were the guys behind the Damascus collection, the recent Damascus clothing armor. I don't think we want another metallic set right now. But it's Face Punch that decides, so if that gets accepted, blame Face Punch. Best of luck to you two regardless. I do wonder what your Tier 3 and Tier 2 armor would look like, but don't rush into making it. Wait at least a week, then produce that if you so wish. But if you don't get like this accepted over the course of the next like 3-4 weeks, I probably wouldn't bother continuing it too much. Like, it's nice, it's just Face Punch is a bit iffy at the moment in terms of accepting core pieces. Tier 3, Tier 2, and hoodie and pants. Right, so we'll see what becomes of that. Best of luck to you two. Next up, what do we have? It is the Gold Mutagen hoodie and pants. And it is gold. If I have a pickaxe, can I mine his leg off? I'm serious. Right, anyway. Cool looking design. Bit goofy, but we'll see what becomes of it. Best of luck to you, Delroy. Let's see how that works out. Next up, what do we have? It is the green soldier hoodie. Get a good look at that. Looking pretty sweet, looking pretty cool, and we'll see what that becomes. What becomes of that? I need more sleep. Best of luck to you, Sepesh. Nice, shiny, and waxy. But if this isn't accepted, you probably want to stop this now, because I don't think Face Punch is biting. I'm sorry to say, but we'll see what becomes of it. So, best of luck to you regardless. Right then, that is all the hoodie and pants. Now we have some boots and gloves. Again, with the being realistic about these things. White Core had Tier 3 being submitted like 4 or 5 weeks ago. Hasn't had an acceptance. I don't think White Core is going to be accepted. Just pointing this out. I don't want to be a bit of a pessimist about this, but you've got to make a consideration there. You've got to consider making a different collection, Slivkey. Very sorry to say. I know a lot of people would appreciate that. I know it's been getting quite a lot of votes, but oh dear. Yeah, none of these have been accepted, so it's probably acceptable to consider making something different. So we'll see how that turns out. Regardless, best of luck to you, sir. But I know a lot of people really did like it. It's Face Punch. They don't like camouflage collections. Anyway, moving on. What do we have here? It is another Tier 2 set. Molten Coffee. It's Molten Coffee Can. Molten Tier 2. We're going to go with Molten Tier 2. These are the only images I have, so yeah, it's another metallic set. Nice and shiny. Very shiny like a mirror, I guess you could say. So, cool. Produced by Sean Mick. Let's see what becomes of this. Best of luck to you, sir. And then over to here. Well, look, it's that police set I was questioning about. Well, it looks like it did, become a reality. So let's go take a look at the likes of that. Road Police. Riot helmet. Yep, it's not a face mask, it's a Riot helmet. I showed this off in a short video. I'm not sure if it's going to be the one that comes out in a bit, but keep your eyes open. But yeah, you've also got the chest plate here. Yep. I did make a short video. I think that is coming out later today, so keep your eyes peeled. Yeah. When I put on the full kit, I was like, hey, look, I'm Judge Dredd. Cool. Time to judge people. Well, yeah, you look like a policeman. I think some hoodie and pants to follow that would be a pretty cool thing to look forward to. So we'll see what becomes of this. Will you like it? Will you hate it? Will you finally catch those devilish prisoners in those burlap prisoner outfits? We shall see. It would be nice if they did like a cops and robbers, rush store. That would be pretty cool. So we'll see what becomes of this. And yeah, so the answer will be best of luck to you, Robstar. Keep up the good work, and we'll see what becomes of it next. Moving on, what else do we have? Digital Soul, Tier 3 armor. Looking pretty cool. Straightforward red looking design. He is scary. He's scary. Yeah, get a good look at that. Pretty cool. Yes. Looking pretty cool. So, best of luck to you, Mr. Danielson. That is a pretty cool looking design. If I say so myself. I need to go to bed. I need to go to bed. I'm so sorry. So, Danielson, you made a pretty cool looking skin. We're going to move on. Then we have the likes of Shockguard Tier 3. This is produced by Mr. Chillag. It's in reference to the Shockbite TC. Not a bad idea there, Chillag. Let's see what becomes of that. We haven't had a clothing or armor set in that shade of blue before. That might be pretty interesting. That might be pretty cool. So, yeah, maybe that might work out quite alright. Face Punch do happen to like skins that reference the game itself. But what about of other skins that they made themselves? And yeah, Face Punch made that, so yeah. That's why it doesn't have a workshop page, just to point that out. Best of luck to you, Chillag. Maybe this will be the one where you finally get an acceptance. But last but not least, we have the final collection continuation, and it also happens to be the final skin, in the whole collection. We have Neanderthal Tier 3, and it is looking very, very cool. I mentioned this on stream last night. We don't get many face masks with transparency, with the cut-offs to emphasise a cool looking design. In this particular instance, saber-toothed tiger or saber-toothed cat with its jaws. That's cool. I think a lot of people would like that. I think a lot of people would appreciate it. And the caveman design with the the armour and whatnot. Pretty cool. I'm trying not to say that name because on certain platforms it considers it as an insult. So I'm not going to mention it. I know. Anyway, that is looking pretty sweet. Let's go remind ourselves of that particular collection. I'm sorry. I know. Sorry for blowing in the thingy there. Right, so Neanderthal, how are you holding up? Well, the bandana's doing okay. Poncho's only down slightly. This is only down slightly. This is still down a fair bit. Would Tier 3 armour magically cause all of this to spike in price? I think we would still see a spike. I just don't I just don't know if it's going to hold up very well. Much like my voice there. Oh, gosh, sorry about that. I could imagine it will probably still spike a little bit. Just a little bit, but it won't last. I'm pretty sure it'll go up and go down pretty quickly again, back to where it was. It's hoodie and pants in Tier 2 that are going to greatly benefit the arrival of Tier 3. So at the very least, it's going to be the first core piece, maybe, we shall see. But yeah, if we get those continuations following it afterwards, yeah, it might work out quite right. But I get the feeling Facepunch probably won't accept it, because highly advanced armour, that's actually supposed to be like primitive stuff with the themes, probably doesn't really blend very well. I think he probably should have stuck with more primitive skins, Mr. Zink. But then again, what else could he have done? He did submit quite a lot. So if we quickly hop over to here, you can see for yourself with the likes of the hide armor, the hide clothing, which eventually was accepted, and he also made hide halterneck and hide skirt. He made the boots and the boonie. Could have done burlap clothing, I guess. Hey, regardless, cool looking idea, cool looking design. But in terms of, is there an investment to be made? No. There isn't, I'm afraid there isn't. I said that a lot this video, haven't I? I'll be taking a step back. But, yeah, I'm sorry. So, at the very least, with all these clothing and armor skins now finished, feel free to tell me in the comments below, what of these skins was your favourite? Which one do you reckon potentially has a very good chance of potentially being accepted in an upcoming Rust store? And I also sit here and say, out of all the skins in total, please pick out the ones that really impressed you. Build up a little, collection of your own in the comments below. Cool. I'd like to apologise for my drowsiness. I am very, very sorry. So, yeah, sorry. Alright, anyway, so let's just quickly go through the normal routine. I'll sit here and say keep your eyes open for the likes of the next top picks list from Mr. TGG. That'll be out very soon, so keep an eye out for the likes of that. And, of course, if you want to get a lovely batch of skins set up like so in a full Apophis list, well, please consider looking in the top right corner of this video right now. You will see a special card has appeared. If you were to click it, it will navigate you to a video in which it will showcase to you the various different ways in which you can build up your own full Apophis list. Because I'm pretty sure a lot of you are quite envious how I have all of these skins presented to me in such a nice, clean, way. I forgot word. Didn't know what else to say. But you get the idea. Cool. Right then, we could take a real quick look and see what the current upvote to downvote ratios are for the skins that have been submitted. And yeah, I'll click that once and there you go. Apparently, Luke Poncho has a lot of upvotes. Okay. Overall score though, let's just go get a good look at that. And it is the Neon Core, followed by the Ultramarine Large Box, followed by the Neanderthal Tier 3. Oh, I said it, damn it. I'm sure if I say it once at the very end, it won't matter. Alright, yeah, cool. And the Beyond Reason rug and the Window Barricade rug, both holding up quite alright. Alright, can't complain, that's alright. Okay, let me talk about some interesting details. Basically, on the horizon, there's a fairly decent chance that we're going to have complete the sets very soon. Last year, in August 2023, we had complete the sets, and then Most Wanted. It's August right now, but normally, complete the sets would normally happen in September, so things got changed up last year. Hey, it is what it is, but at the very least, you might want to consider figuring out what potentially could be a candidate to be accepted and complete the sets, and I have a collection right here in front of you. It is the Complete the Sets candidates list produced by Hedge, and basically I went and looked at various different collections from the past that produced some skins that weren't accepted, and I was like, you know what, there you go. Just scroll down, take a look at all of those, and witness the many skins that you're not going to see being accepted because Facepunch will pick some strange ones instead. But they very likely could pick out skins from like 5 years ago if they so wish. Hey, it's up to them. They're the ones who are in charge. So yep, that was 174 skins in total. Very nice, very cool, awesome. Right, so yeah, that's basically everything. I don't really have much else to yap about. Yeah, thank you very much for watching me today. I greatly appreciate it. Once again, I'm very sorry for my drowsiness. I am literally going to go to bed after this now. Thumbs up, all good. Let's look forward to the likes of September. I'm pretty sure a lot of very interesting content will be coming out. Have a good one. Enjoy your week. Goodbye.